In this video, I'm going to show you how to run a broken links report within DubBot. When you log in, you will be presented with all of the websites that you manage. If you are sure that you manage a website that is not being displayed on the list in front of you, then reach out to Web Services. We'll confirm your access, and if you don't have one, we'll be happy to provision an account for you. Once you're on this homepage after logging in, click on the name of the website that you wish to run reports for. Here, I will click on About. Clicking on the name of the website, I will bring you to your site overviews dashboard. The dashboard is just a place where DubBot aggregates a number of key metrics for you to keep on top of. It is also a place where you can reach quick and fast reports. There are a number of different ways to get to different reports. The quickest way to see all of your pages is by clicking on the Pages link right underneath of your overall score. Clicking on that link will present to you all of the pages on your website. On the lower right-hand corner of that report, you can change the number of pages that are being reported by clicking on the rows per page. Changing the number of pages that are displayed will refresh the report and show you the new number of pages per screen. You can also click on the paginate links to the right of that so you can see additional pages that are not that do not fit within this report. In the upper left-hand corner above of the table, you can filter this report by specific errors. If you click on the All Pages drop-down menu, you can choose from any one of these filters to narrow down the type of report that you wish to see. For example, today we're looking for pages with broken links. So we can select pages with broken links. And this is a list of all of the pages on your website that DubBot has flagged with broken links. As you can see, there are 29 pages on the About website that display broken links. Let's click deep into them to start to remediate some of these. Before I do that, I'm going to show you a different report just so that you can see how DubBot presents the location of the violation that it found. I will switch to pages with accessibility issues, and I will just click on just a random page here. When you click on one of the violations, like here, frame must have an accessible name, DubBot will try to outline the location of the error or the violation that it found. This is what it looks like so that you know what needs to be remediated. Let's go back to the pages with broken links. The reason I wanted to show you that is because sometimes DubBot isn't able to outline the location of where it has found the violation. Here we can choose the very first link on the list of pages with broken links. As you can see, DubBot is showing that there is a link on this page to this document that is broken. But if I click on that link, DubBot is unable to highlight it. There's nothing on the page. There's a couple of things that you can try. The first one is to turn off the styling so that you can see the raw content, either by clicking on this drop-down arrow here and selecting Disable CSS, or in the upper right-hand corner above the page, there's the series of buttons. The fourth one from the left is Disable CSS. Those two do the same thing. So I will click on Disable CSS. Essentially, that strips out all of the styles that sometimes get in the way of DubBot being able to outline the location of the violation. I'm going to try to click on the offending broken link, but I am still unable to see it. Once you've turned off the styling, you can enable it again, and sometimes that helps DubBot assess where the offending issue is. In our case, that simply didn't work. Okay, let's try one other thing. From the drop down in right underneath of the violating link, let's click on that drop down again and click on view source. Now this doesn't exactly help either, because clicking on source will actually give you the HTML of the page. Again, you don't need to, like almost anything else, you don't need to know HTML to be able to remediate this page. But I'm just going to scroll really fast and I'm going to look for a highlight in red, as you saw earlier. And again, I can't find it. So now I have to do some investigative work in order to find the offending link. If I look at the link that DubBot is flagging as broken, I can see that it is cwu.edu about _ unpublished diversity, it's in documents, CWU, land acknowledgement PDF. Okay, that's a good clue for me right there. This link is trying to find a document called cwu-land-acknowledgement.pdf. So if I go to the website itself in Cascade, and I can easily link to it by clicking on the View In button in the upper right corner of the page and select Cascade CMS. This is going to open up a new tab or a new page depending on how your settings on your browser are. I'm looking again for a link that's trying to open up the CWU land acknowledgement PDF. If I scroll through, I can see that about halfway down the page, there is this featured content area that's linking to read our land acknowledgement page. Now, because I'm in DubBot, if I click on this link, it will open. But I don't want to rely only on that. Let's close that again. And I want to open this in the live website to see really what is happening when I click on this link. I can go to the live website by clicking on More and then selecting Live. That will open up again in a new page. And this is the live website, the live page on our production website. If I scroll down again to the link and click on it, you can see that it is actually broken and that needs to be fixed. So I'm going to close these windows and go back to Cascade. And now I can click on Edit, scroll down to my featured content, click on the content, the link, and this is where I need to remediate that page. It is currently looking for this document inside of the About folder under the unpublished diversity documents, and then CW acknowledgement PDF. So this document has been unpublished, and though Cascade continues to track it, it is no longer published, and so on the live website, it is going to give you a 404. Let's go back to DubBot. Once you have remediated that page, you can click on Publish. That will get pushed to the live site, and the link will work. Assuming, of course, that you have corrected that. You will need to either delete the links that are no longer valid, that you know should not be published, or remediate those. Look for the page that you intend to link to. Once you do that, on the following Sunday, DubBot will do another crawl and your stats will no longer display that broken link anymore.